Welcome to First Issues. Today's workplace is rapidly changing, where success is often determined by not only technical skills and knowledge, but also by the innate personal competencies that allow for effective navigation and adaptation to this dynamic landscape. One of the most valuable of these inborn competencies, if you will, is the ability to manage ourselves. The relevance of self-management in the modern workplace cannot be overstated. As businesses continue to shift towards more agile models, the capacity to manage oneself effectively is becoming increasingly valued. Presently, companies prize employees who can not only carry out their tasks efficiently, but do so with a sense of ownership and initiative. And with the rise of remote working and flexible hours, self-management skills are now more vital than ever before. This is why tonight on First Issues, we're going to take a closer look at the many facets of self-management, its impact on productivity and job satisfaction, the tools and techniques that can help foster it, and the challenges that one might encounter along the way. We do that with psychotherapist Letsha Kgotla and management consultant Tumelo Mokowe, who join us via online meeting platform Zoom. Thank you so much for coming on First Issues and affording us your time. We're here today to talk about self-management at the workplace, right? We all have jobs, and within those jobs there are structures that guide us in terms of what is required of us as employees and how we should be carrying ourselves. So today we want to talk about the responsibility of the employee, henceforth self-management at the workplace. Let us understand what exactly that is.
We did start to hear a lot more about self-management during the time of the pandemic, naturally, because we then started to realize how important it is to have employees who have the skill. So basically, self-management refers to the practice of taking care of yourself in a manner that allows you to extract the most value for your work.
Yeah, thank you very much. In the context of the workplace, really, we are talking about, employees' ability to regulate, their own behaviors, their emotions, and the processes that are involved, without necessarily needing a lot of, supervision or management, if you will.
From our interaction thus far, there have been some benefits that have been mentioned regarding self-management or being an effective self-manager. But I'd like for you to talk about the not so obvious impact of self-management on, of course, productivity, and the not so obvious benefits or impact of self-management at the workplace on job satisfaction.
I think one of the most important things to note with self-management is that it enhances creativity. And what I mean by that is that employees are able to be more creative, they're able to innovate and apply themselves, in the best possible manner. This essentially means that productivity in the workplace will be enhanced, and that's a benefit, in the workplace.
I think one of the most beautiful impacts that are not so obvious of managing yourself in a good way is your energy boost. Your energy increases because you have a lot less stress on your body and on your mind. Another thing is that it becomes much more easier to become organized. That brain fog that usually comes as a result of anxiety, of having a lot of uncertainty about your work, kind of goes away when you manage yourself well.
With every new thing, there tends to be some hurdles that one may need to get over. There tends to be obstacles that need to be overcome. So in the concept of self-management, what challenges can somebody who's looking forward to becoming a better self-manager have to consider in this new journey?
First of all, is because you are dealing with a lot of work that you basically manage on your own, and with sometimes less supervision and less collaboration with your team members or your colleagues or your peers. This may bring about a sense of overwhelming work. Where you feel like you are taking on a lot at the same time. So without proper boundaries, self-managing, becomes a bit of a problem. And generally, as a people, there's things that we like to do and things that we don't like to do. So if you are not careful, you may tend to drop the things that you don't like doing, which will have a profound impact or effect on the job that you're doing yourself. So it becomes important to be able to manage, ensure that you don't procrastinate, and so on and so forth.
I think authenticity and identity are something that we should work very hard to cultivate if we're going to stand a chance to be good self-managers. Remember that this is management of self. Okay, so we need to know self in order to manage self well. So the more that we can do to cultivate a relationship with ourselves where we are able to reveal to ourselves who the genuine self is, it makes us, or it places us at a much better position.